Hello, guys. Welcome back to my page. I'm Chosen1444. Hello, guys. And I'm back today with a late night reading. Okay, let's get it. So, tonight I want to do a collective reading. You know what that means? All signs are welcome. All signs. This could be for something that could happen in your past, something that could be happening during the present, something that could be coming up in the future. But we're gonna see what's going on. I want to see what's in the vibe, what's the energy before the year is up, right? Like I said, this could be for you, maybe someone around you, and maybe even not this reading, maybe next time, okay? Just take what resonates, leaves what does not, okay? So I'm gonna put some cards just to get the vibe, just to see what's in the energy, to see like what it might be pertaining to. We're gonna pull any random card. I don't know what it's gonna be about. I don't know what's gonna be the message, but we shall see, okay? So hopefully everybody's having a good holiday season so far. I would hope, and if not, it is what it is, as long as you're good, okay? So let's see what's going on, what's popping out today, okay? So, things is coming out about secret children, okay? So hopefully it is not somebody you're dealing with that might have a secret child you may not know about, okay? Or somebody may want a secret child with you, okay? That's what's coming out so far. By spring, maybe. So this might be happening by spring, or this could have happened past spring, but being that we're in the winter and spring is like right after this, it could be coming up, okay? So far we got secret children coming out, springtime, okay? So let's see if anything fits anyone, okay? Somebody said, will you marry them? Okay, so let's see. So that's back to back. That's a whole row right there. Somebody's thinking about having children with someone so far already, and maybe by the spring, okay? And I'm getting right now, it's time for a new job. So maybe some of you are probably like somewhere that y'all should have been left, or you probably been outgrew, okay? That's what I'm getting so far. It's time for a new job, okay? Future faking, okay? So maybe like you not really believing, or maybe somebody around you, but I'm getting you not believing that maybe that it's time for you to go, or maybe you've been realizing it, and you've been thinking and telling yourself a lie that you're happy where you at, but you're really not, okay? You've been becoming sober, okay? Some of you have been becoming sober, okay? That's good, but let's see how you're gonna hang out, because it's holiday season, New Year, so let's see like how long that lasts with the sober stuff. But like I said, you could be sober. It don't matter if you drink once in a while. That's nothing wrong with that. But I'm getting that a lot of you are becoming sober, okay? Some of you are ready for new beginnings, okay? Y'all ready for a new beginning. So yeah, some of y'all probably want to move like currently right now, or like get a new car maybe, or a new relationship at home. So a lot of you probably in that energy too. It might be about you might be a fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or we might be talking about somebody that's in those signs, okay, that's around you, okay? Somebody loves you, okay? People are loving you right now, okay? So that's good, okay? Somebody's hiding that they married, okay? We'll see what's going on. So it's different people energy. I'm gonna put like two more to see what's going on, right? Okay, take that chance, okay, so let's see. So it seems like it might be a continuation, but I'm getting some other things coming out today. So let's see what's the vibes, okay? And the last one that's coming out is ancestors are protecting you, okay? So the ancestors is protecting you. So whatever's going on, like whether it's like you or somebody around you, we're going to see what it's about, okay? Because it don't got to be you, okay? It could be somebody that's around you that could be going through this, okay? And what's at the bottom of the deck I'm getting is ghosted. Okay, so maybe somebody got ghosted, or you go to somebody. So let's see. It's giving that it's a lot of beginnings and endings all in one. So far this spread is looking good. Okay, so it's looking like I can see what's happening. Okay, so maybe somebody in this energy, in this collective energy, like I said, or somebody you may know, probably just left someone and they ghosted them and stuff like that because they finally realized that confirmation. Because they realized that they wasn't really good for them, and they feel like they needed to go, or they feel like maybe they was holding them back in some type of way. Okay, so that's what I'm getting so far. Okay, and this person that you was ready for a new beginning, so that's why they like ended all these things with these people that they knew wasn't good for them, or even like places that they work in, or maybe like you work in, like you probably realizing that these places are no longer good for you. Okay, and you probably been to work on your future, for your next stage in your life. You've been just trying to become sober, so maybe you feel like you probably was doing things that probably wasn't good for you, that probably kept you trapped in certain positions in your life. So maybe like you was like a drinker or a smoker or something like that. Maybe you was heavily drinking or heavily smoking, and that probably was like stunting you from like leaving that work location maybe, or even that partner. Or maybe you was like, how you say it? Self-medicating, like just to be around somebody or a workplace. So that's what I'm getting, okay? So a lot of that stuff was has been going on in this collective energy, like whether it's you or somebody been trying to like sober up just because y'all started to realize that while not being sober, y'all was tolerating more than y'all should have been tolerating, okay? So yeah, so what I'm getting is that, yeah, you've been peeping facades, so a lot of things have been revealed to you, okay? So that I'm getting that a lot of you have now seen through the facades that people was putting on in front of you, okay? So you guys have been peeping game, right? So people around you, like I said, whether it's like a relationship you probably was in or whatever, or like a place you was in, you probably didn't notice who they really were, or what they was really doing to you, because you probably was constantly under some type of illusion. Like whether you was like I said, self-medicating, or always like, high or drunk, like you didn't even notice that this was happening, this was going on in front of you, okay? So yeah, you realize that people that you was probably dealing with was keeping secrets from you or something like that, and you realize that they was just faking in front of you, okay? Like, so you started to end up over time, like, started guarding yourself, because I feel like you started to notice it. Like, you're like, oh, I'm not just drinking, or like, I'm not just this. Like, you really are doing this. Because maybe these people was like trying to gaslight you at certain moments. Like, you probably was confronting them about certain things. They always used to say, like, oh, it's because you're drinking. Oh, it's because you're this. So maybe I feel like that's why it put you into that energy too. A lot of people around you probably was trying to say that you was like doing some type of drug or something that made you like not realize what you was doing. Like, basically trying to gaslight you because they feel like you was like this maybe partying type of person, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, so a lot of people was in your energy, I was pointing the finger at you and stuff like that, they trying to condemn you and stuff like that. People was probably trying to do like public humiliation rituals with you and stuff like that. So maybe you could have been on like this person like that you probably was dating, or maybe even friends, or anybody, or even a job. They probably was constantly trying to like put you in like humiliating situations, right? Maybe like constantly like calling you out in front of the other employees, right? Or maybe like something that they supposed to put you on the side for. Instead of doing that, they was doing it in front of all the workers, right? And there was a relationship person. This person was waiting till they got in front of a crowd to start like trying to call you out on certain things and stuff like that, and had you questioning your worth or something like that, right? Like, am I bugging? Or like, oh, they trying to make say you was too much, right? So basically, they trying to make you, these people trying to make you face some type of public opinion, like basically like trying to challenge who you thought you was, right? So people was definitely trying to like put you in a position like of like doubting yourself and questioning yourself. That's what I'm getting, okay? So that's what's coming out so far in this energy, like. You had people that was trying to like condemn you in front of other people and trying to publicly humiliate you, and then you finally woke up because you were like, maybe I should start, maybe just being around them, just become more sober, so you could be on point with these people. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, right now you definitely currently focus on yourself right now, your own path and stuff like that, because these people definitely was like probably comparing you to other people too, like trying to come at your self worth and stuff like that. Trying to distract you from your path and stuff like that. So and I'm getting is that. You probably was like, you probably had your certain job or whatever you had going on, or whatever position you had, like, but whoever you was around was basically kind of say like whatever you had wasn't good enough, okay? So people were saying that you wasn't enough. So maybe you somebody you was dating was trying to say that you didn't have enough money for them or something like that. So they were trying to make you feel bad about that and stuff like that. So maybe that's probably why you also felt like you needed a new job. So this person probably pushed you into a lot of like predicaments and make you feel like I said, unworthy, okay? Yeah, so after that, basically they try to even push you into like doing things that you shouldn't be doing, maybe like some type of illegal stuff I'm getting, right? So because they wanted quick money is what I'm getting, like whoever was doing wanted quick money and stuff like that. They wanted you to skip necessary steps to gain some type of advantage in life, right? And you already realize like you about to over here sacrifice your freedom, or maybe even just yourself, like your image, or like your reputation, just because this person wants you to kind of trying to get some type of fast money for them. That's what I'm getting, okay? So yeah, you basically, like I said, look, a lot of you probably was just drinking to numb yourself, okay? You see how the brain is fighting the bear. Like you was definitely going through this time where you was like trying to just numb yourself, okay? That's what I'm getting from this collective, okay? Like you were just trying to escape yourself, with like with substances and stuff like that, and you was like basically losing touch with yourself. That's what I'm getting, okay? And after a while, you was like, let me start trying to like restore some type of clarity for myself, and rebuild myself, because you realize that drinking had you probably even worse than what you could have been, right? So that drinking had you going down a wrong path that you shouldn't have been going down, right? So whatever you was doing, you was numbing yourself from whatever you was going through. Like I said, like whether it's a work situation, like maybe the work stress actually caused you to become a heavier drinker that you never was really doing before, okay? That's what I'm getting. So yeah, you definitely was getting tired of your routine, okay? So I feel like being that you started getting tired of your routine, that's when you started like thinking about more like your dreams and your future and stuff like that, So you was basically like just getting tired of that same old thing, right? And you used the time when you was like basically going to sleep. You probably been having a lot of dreams and stuff like that was giving you signs of like you should be like moving on or like bettering yourself in life. So that's what I'm getting. You probably been having like a lot of dreams, okay? And stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of things probably was triggering you and stuff like that. So you probably feel like you have to make some type of quick decisions, like basically in this situation, like especially like when these people probably push you always to your limit. Like this could have been a person that pushed you, could have been a fire sign, like I said, that push you always to your limit, and then this caused you, it pushed you like into your new growth, like into your new season right now. That's what I'm doing. So this fire sign, or if you the fire sign, this fire sign push you into your new growth season, okay? They push you into that because they expected so much out of you, and you didn't even notice that this person was doing this to you, okay? And that's what I'm getting at now, that you want this new beginning, but you probably, like I said, like whether it's you or somebody you was dealing with, or somebody around you, they was hiding that they was with somebody basically, but now that they become sober, like basically clearing their mind, now they can see who that person is, so that they moving on. I guess I'm getting that they left them behind though, or they currently leaving on because now they see what's going on and they moving on, look for a new beginning. And the ancestors has been protecting you from this nonsense that's going on with this person, but the person you're thinking about, or you, like I said, this is what's going on, okay, with them, okay. So like I said, so something could have happened with them, whatever. Like, you know, they could have like probably got some conflict, maybe like got some type of fight or something like that. Situation where it's like it caused like a big scene. Like maybe like they could have went out somewhere and the person that they was dealing with exploded on them in front of everybody. Like I said, like that public humiliation. You know, and they feel like the damage can be undone now. So that probably is the person that you're thinking about last limit. Or this could be you. We talking about you. That was your last limit with this person, right? When you went out with this person, they try to make you feel bad about yourself, right? And try to like, you know, something they couldn't come back from. Like you feel really bad about that. Like that was messed up, right? And you probably feel like unsafe with them because you're gonna be like you probably feel like, how are you gonna do this to me in front of people? That mean like you wanted to like do this publicly in front of strangers. That means you don't have my back, right? So I'm getting that you don't feel some type of safety with this person after they did that in front of strangers, right? Because it make it seem like you have no army. That's what I'm getting. Like, you know, it was no type of team behind you, and that's what I'm getting. That's what bothered you. And that also, or like if it's not you, the person that's what triggered them into moving on to the new beginning, or that pushed you into moving into new beginning. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. So now you in the energy of just trying to get your money back up. Like I said, you trying to do better, like probably like I said, like get new jobs and new everything, right? So you feel like you need some interest. You feel like now it's time for you to really rack up right now. You really trying to like get a lot of money. That's what I'm getting right now. Like you trying to make like, you know, you've been prioritizing wealth over your emotions right now. So maybe you needed a downtime after dealing with these type of people that was around you, pushing you and something like that, or even this job. Like now you thinking like, all right, you know what? This job, you don't have to pay me or something like that, or you're gonna move on to a place that's gonna pay you better, okay? So that's what I'm getting. So you've been feeling like your heart been overlooked for so long. Now you in the energy of just like, or like I said, or this person is an energy of just like, they just focus on money right now, right? Because you feel like you need to gain some type of interest after all you endured. Or this person feel like that, okay? So yeah, there's a lot of things, like I said, family ties is going on. So like I said, this person probably, like this person that we could talk about, that person that was putting them through these situations, probably have a family with them, okay? So this person definitely probably had a family with them and stuff like that, you know, and that's given that these people probably just wanted the perfect image, and then the whole time they were self-medicating amongst themselves to be able to deal with each other. That's what I'm getting, okay? So this giving like it was a family that they were just doing it, like they wanted everybody to think that they was perfect, right? They wanted everybody to think that they was this perfect little family, but the whole time they had all this other stuff going on. So like I said, this could be you, that the person you was dealing with, you thinking about, they had a family, they was with them. Like I said, they was hiding that they was married or something like that. So you was dealing with somebody that had a family already or something like that. And they was hiding it because they wanted to make it seem like to people, like I said, future faking as if like they really this family, but they really not, okay? And look, oh, I forgot this came out too earlier, secret children. So maybe, I don't know if you knew about this or maybe you did, but it's given that this person they were just doing this for the public, but the whole time it was like it wasn't really good for them. Like it really wasn't what they wanted wanted it to be truly, like within, okay? So I feel like that person woke up from that though. So like I said, this is you. So I'm getting both energy. I feel like some people in this collective you are the person I'm talking about. I feel like both of y'all in here. There's somebody that did it, and there's somebody that knows this is the person that you think about did it, is going through this, okay? So yeah, this person definitely feel like they got a happy ending. So this person's definitely happy about what they did, because they feel like what's coming after this is going to be really good for them. So I feel like this person is very like optimistic about the future right now, okay? So like I said, well, after it's you, because I say both of y'all is in here, both collective teams is in here. You want this new beginning, so you really positive about this new change and stuff like that. You positive about this happy ending with this family, right? You happy about it. You feel like, first you probably was feeling skeptical about it because this person probably was making you feel like, you know, the family image is going to be ruined, or this person that you think about, they feel like they had like an image to obtain in front of society, okay? So they feel like now it's like the fairy tale disillusion. So they don't really care no more. Like they already know like the fairy tale is fake, okay? Or like I said, you probably finally came to the realization like that fairy tale life is not really like real, right? It's like you finally came to a peace and terms that all of it was just an illusion, okay? So now you willing to move on. Now you ready for your new beginning, okay? You definitely ready for a new beginning, okay? That's what I'm getting. So that's what's going on so far. Like I said, both of y'all in here. I love it. I love it, though. I love it. Bring it on in, okay? Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome, okay? But just don't get offended if it's you and all your secrets getting spilled, okay? Because sometimes I do my reading for the people that we thinking about. But if you in here, it's cool. It's cool. Like, you just know what's going on. But like, so far, at least in this situation, you the one that had to wake up and the realization, okay? Yeah, so now you feel like you want to be on it, okay? You feel like you realize that you realize your self-worth, okay? Because you realize, like, listen, all the time you've been dimming your light and then, like, being not truly happy, but the whole time you a whole trophy, right? You, like, this the whole time you've been treating yourself as if you wasn't a trophy, right? You were treating yourself as if you wasn't a prize. And this person probably had you just, like, sad. Like, this is, like, sad. And like I said, a bunch of humiliation going on in this energy. This, all I'm getting out of this energy is humiliation rituals all day, every day. Every other day, this person humiliate you, and they thought because you like to drink, or they probably trying to just throw like certain drugs at you or certain type of addiction at you to keep you quiet. But one day you just woke up and realized like that's not enough. Like I want to really be happy, okay? So you basically put your worth in your own hands out because you was definitely doing it before to other people. You was giving it away to other people to give you your type of worth, okay? But like I said, if it's not true, the person you was dealing with, they was giving away they self-worth to other people. They was allowing the other person to validate them, okay? So that's what I'm getting, okay? So like I said, everybody's in here, but which is good. I'm happy, like, whether it's you or the person you're dealing with, that they are waking up and realizing, like, that self-medication is not really good because, like, you end up, now you detrimenting your health all these times just because you want to keep a happy image or a fake image in front of the public, okay? So yeah, like I said, exploitation. Look, all this is coming out. Humiliation, exploitation, okay? This person was like I said, even in the workplace, these people in the workplace was definitely trying to make you feel like you wasn't a worthy of the employee. Like, they made it seem like you was just like anybody else, like as if you wasn't doing a extraordinary job, like basically like you're not getting paid as everybody else, but you doing more than what they doing, okay? So these people try to exploit you at the job and stuff like that, make you feel like what you was going to do. Like I said, like little things you was probably doing at work, they was trying to just put it out in front of everybody, right? They were just trying to make you feel like they had some type of power. They wanted to remind you in front of everybody that and make you feel small, okay? They was like a big shark head, big-headed, okay? They wanted to make you feel small, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when you finally realizing, like, now it's time for a new job, okay? That's what I'm getting. Now it's time for a new job. Like, you not with it, which is good. I feel like this is the season. Like, 2026 is like everything we learned in 2025 needs to stay in 2025, okay? Whether there's anything that's not on our level that we don't align with, we need to leave it behind. Family, friends, relationship, workplaces that don't normally align with us, we have to move on, okay? Everything's about evolution. Everything when it comes to the soul's evolution and growth on earth is about evolving as a soul, right? Learning what aligns with you. Don't stay somewhere just because they pay you a certain amount of thing or you're not really happy and it's like, or for a title or image or whatever. Like, you have to know how to let things go, okay? And put your self-worth in your own hands. Like, that you don't allow a title to basically determine who you are, right? So that's why I feel like that all comes from the need to have power and control, okay? So once you let go of control and fear, you could easily move on in life and stop worrying about the public image, what people think about you, okay? That's what I'm getting. So this is a reading basically about somebody in this collective that's been worried about what people think about them, okay? Or like I said, if it's not you, that person that you was dealing with is worried about what everybody think about them, okay? That's what I'm getting. That's it. This is all humiliation rituals going on and self-worth problems, okay? So that's what I'm getting. So yeah, that person definitely that you was dealing with, or like I said, or this person that they was dealing with was definitely a false flame. Because like I said, I'm over here. So that person was definitely not for you, okay? So you probably thought this person was for you, but the whole time it's like they was trying to hinder your progress the whole time, creating obstacles in your way, making life harder just so you won't leave them, okay? So they purposely was so you won't progress in life, okay? And it's just like a with the career, same thing with the position, right? They purposely were just doing that so you can feel like you can't get another position, or maybe purposely trying to write you up, or purposely trying to do certain things to you so you can't get advancement within the company, right? So say if you were with a company and then you can't have certain write-ups or like amount of write-ups in your file so you could become this next level, they're gonna put that in your file just so you don't progress. So I feel like you finally realizing that, okay? You finally realizing everything that was forced in your life, that they was basically trying to hinder your progress in life, okay? Or like I said, that person is finally coming to that conclusion, okay? So that's good, though. But I'm happy it's finally awake. But it's definitely still sad, though, because it's like, why do people do that? Like I said, I look at everything as a lesson. Like, everything's a life lesson, okay? I look at everything as the matrix, either way. And there are people that's literally sent here to be catalysts to people, okay? So these people are probably just catalysts. This person is meant to push you into your higher self and for you to learn some type of self-worth, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? So yeah, look, you've been evaluating, okay? So now you're in the energy of like just evaluating stuff right now. Like now you like, all right, if I'm gonna date somebody, you gotta meet this type of criteria, right? Or that's this person thinking that. Now they got like checklists, okay? And even with the workplace, you like want some like, all right, what y'all offering right now? So even I feel like when I'm getting that, you looking for a new job, you have to move to a new job, definitely, okay? And now that before you move on, everything you're applying to, you focus on like how it's gonna balance with your life now, okay? Like you focus on like things that's gonna align with your life now. That's what I'm getting, okay? So you definitely the energy of just reevaluating everything in your life, like how it's gonna come about, how it's gonna fit you now, which is good. Like I said, that person's doing that too. That person's now finally realizing, how everything's gonna fit them. Yeah, so like I said, like that's all part of the new beginning, okay? So yeah, so it's about to be a celebration. I love that energy. Oh, I love this energy. Okay, so somebody about to be celebrating soon, okay? So out there is like you, like I said, if you were going through this, you about to be in the energy of celebrating with somebody because you finally realize that your self-worth, you start putting your self-worth in other people's hands, okay? You finally aligning what you're supposed to be on, okay? And if it's not you, it's that person, okay? So you about to celebrate. You about to be with people that's going to cross your checklist and your criteria, okay? You know, and basically you're going to be around people that's going to actually show you some type of acts of kindness and stuff like that and love, and be open, okay? Without expecting nothing in return. So if you want to meet somebody, or like I said, it could be this person that you already probably talking to, that already saying that they love you, okay? Okay, they could be this person you about to be celebrating with. Okay, somebody definitely loves you right now. Or like I said, if it's not, is that person is definitely planning on like coming towards you in the other end to celebrate with you. Okay, so you about to be celebrating. Like I said, it sounds kind of mixed because, like I said, both energies are definitely here. Like I feel it, both energies are in the reading. Okay, both opposite ends. So I'm trying to word it as best as I can. But y'all about to be celebrating. So I like that. Okay, I like this little quick reading. Okay, that's definitely what I'm getting. I'm getting like some advice from the ancestors and see what's going on outside of that. But like I said, you definitely woke up to things. Woke up to who you are, and you finally aligning, okay? So you done with that public humiliation. Like I said, this person was constantly trying to, these people trying to, all of them is constantly trying to make you look less than what you were, okay? That's what I'm getting. These people is constantly trying to make you look less and like make other people judge you and stuff like that. But I don't know what was the purpose of that, because I'm getting that you probably was really down for them. Like you was really like down to like put up with the image, like be a false flame, a false everything. But that person, it just wasn't enough. That person is just within them. That person has like demons upon them they got to fix, okay? Yeah, like I said, this person wanted you to feel some type of shame. They wanted you to feel shameful, like I said. Or this person that we could talk about that you know is feeling shameful right now. They wanted to make, the person they didn't want to make them feel shame. Okay, that's all they wanted to do. They wanted to just make you feel like you had some burdens to carry. They make you feel guilty about yourself or want like to be better and new, or like standing up for yourself and like knowing your worth. They wanted you to feel shame, okay? Yeah, so yeah, you probably over time, like after that, like I said, like you probably got some professional assistance. So maybe you started becoming sober and stuff like that. Maybe you probably was looking up things, or maybe something could have just hit you. Or maybe you seen something online. Maybe you knew somebody around you that probably went through something already too similar to you, and that kind of pushed you to be like, you know what, I gotta get myself better. So maybe that's something you probably bumped into somebody that probably went through something similar to you, or they probably gave advice like, you know, maybe just like become more sober, or maybe like open your eyes up to some like more things, and then that would kind of push you too into like making these type of decisions, okay? So that's what I'm getting. So you definitely having a courageous heart. If it's not you, like I said, the other person is having a courageous heart and being brave and taking this step on and bettering their life. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so that's what I get. Yeah, this came out earlier. See a courageous heart and take that chance. Okay. So you definitely been in the energy of just taking that chance and taking and willing to have this new beginning because you feel like now you deserve it. You feel like you're worth it. So I feel this is a reading of ascension. Okay, so this person or you, like I said, definitely has an ascension going on. Okay, so you, like I said. Then I say this, I'm ending with this. You about to get some type of reward or recognition, okay? Yeah, celebration. All of this is coming in for you because you passed the test. You passed the test. Or like I said, it's not true. The person passed the test. You passed the test, or that person passed the test that you're thinking about, okay? Because this is all the tests. Like sometimes people don't realize that as souls and spirits, right? We come to the earth realm, right? But we from the spiritual realm, since to learn, like I said, earth school, right? To learn lessons, to pass. And once you pass the test, God rewards you, okay? So the answer is saying, God is saying, you have to get rewarded. You have to get rewarded for passing the test. So you're probably going to get everything you're looking for, okay? And like I said, this could be coming up, like maybe towards the spring. Like maybe by the spring, this might be all be completed. But what I'm getting right now is about to start really soon, like during Christmas season, until this winter. So this month, December, okay? So from December to the spring, you about to be celebrating. You about to be celebrating. Oh, matter of fact, start now. Right now. From Christmas to the springtime, you about to be celebrating, get some type of awards within these months, okay? So between December to like March, these months coming up into 2026, you about to be celebrating, okay? So you better get some type of reward recognition, okay? All your hard work is going to be shown as paid off. All your dreams going to be acknowledged. Everything's about to get acknowledged for you. That's why you about to have a new beginning for 2026, okay, collective? I love that. So keep it up. Like, don't go backwards. You know, I feel like you overcame a lot. Like, that's the energy I'm getting. Like, you overcame a lot. If it's not true, like I said, the person overcame a lot. They finally realized everything now. So they had an awakening. They know that this person was definitely out to get them this to make them look bad in life. And whoever else, you or that person, like, even coming to the workplace, is noticing that workplace no longer align you. They just purposely trying to keep you stuck in that low position, never to succeed, okay? So like I said, you know your worth. So always stay in that energy, okay? Like, shut it down. Know your, like, what you want, ins and outs. Got the T's, got the I's, cross the checklist, and that's how you get by life going forward forever and more. That's it. No longer give away your worth, okay? Okay, so that's all, collective. If you like my reading, you can give me a like, a share, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can DM me. Till next time. Bye.